Fat boy feels.
Fat boy feels. Fat boy feels. Like the lady at Jack in the Box probably called the police on me. Yesterday I was feeling pretty sad and lonely, and so I thought maybe I should drown my sorrows in a sourdough Jack and those tiny tacos. I drove to Jack in the Box and I sat in the parking lot for 36 minutes. All of my body issues just came to light in like that one moment. When I think about body issues, it goes back to childhood. Growing up, I was called every kind of name in the book. Fat boy, titty boy, Yogi Bear, white boy, Oreo. So yeah, body issues for me have always been linked to my identity. Even when I was at my fittest, I was about 205 pounds of absolute muscle. I just come back from Moscow, Russia. There, I would wake up every morning at 7 a.m. and I would go to the Marriott Grand Hotel and work out. I would go to class, we would study movement, we would study ballet. I was eating very small, healthy lunches. So I was like in impeccable shape. The problem is I didn't see it. That summer, I wound up interning at 2 casting agencies. Big ups to Randy Hiller, Gina Gallo, Tamara Northcutt, Molly Green. Randy brought me in for the casting of Thor. I got to talk to Chris Hemsworth for an entire summer. It was pretty epic. You know, Chris Hemsworth is beautiful on screen, but he's even more beautiful in real life. You know that glisten, that glaze you get on your body when you walk into a room after you've been outside? One day, Chris Hemsworth walked in, and this must have been like right after you finished working out. He didn't just have like the glaze, he had like a glow. His muscles were popping, the veins were protruding, like his eyes looked like the Atlantic and the Pacific had just been pushed into his head. And I stood up at the door to greet him and we locked eyes. In that moment, I was like, you know, I'm not, but if I was, I would. I found myself that summer constantly comparing myself to him. I would run, I would drink nothing but protein shakes and eat berries, and every day I would look in the mirror and I would look at my top 4 abs, but I wouldn't have those last 2, and I would say, fuck, dude, you're not Chris Hemsworth. And what I didn't realize during that time is that people actually found me attractive. And I don't say this to like inflate my ego, but like, I just didn't see it. But I think that's why I'm very thankful for the growth I've had over the past, few years. Because now I know I'm not like the fittest, I know I'm fat. I still find myself to be attractive. And it's not just the physical, it's who I am. If I could go back in time, to be honest, I would just kick myself in the nuts and say, yeah, Richard, you're not Chris Hemsworth, but you are enough. You've got almond-shaped eyes, high cheekbones, a smile that My God, look at the universities you've gone to. You've ridden in a presidential motorcade. And you're really, really humble. Since we're talking about body issues, let's talk about getting this body tight. I personally believe in a bottom-up philosophy to building my workout. So I'm gonna start with my legs. We're gonna focus on our glutes, hamstrings, and our quads and our calves to really build that foundation. We're gonna start with a dynamic warm-up and some calisthenics. We're gonna do some deadlifts, some Roman deadlifts to take you through so that your lower body and your upper body are ready to go. Please remember to have your branched chain amino acids. These are a critical part of your workout, both for hydration and to replenish all the amino acids that are being torn apart with your muscles as we're doing this workout. Follow this up with a high quality protein shake with some collagen peptides and glutamine, and you'll be ready to go for the next day. So as you can see during some of those warm-ups, there are parts of my body that, well, let's just be real, my mobility is shot. For me, it's my hips and also my right knee. I've had 2 surgeries on that knee, and now I suffer from pre-arthritis. One of the reasons why I have pre-arthritis is because of my weight. So what we're trying to do with my primary care physician, as well as my orthopedic and my nutritionist, is to lose a fair amount of weight to relieve a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on that knee so that I can have mobility well into my later years. All right, so let's get to it. We're gonna get our legs going. I'm super excited. All right, y'all, just a quick helpful hint. Please be careful when you are racking or re-racking your weight. I've had 3 back injuries as a result of either not being properly stretched, not fully focused, or just bad form. Please make sure that your lower body is engaged, core is engaged, and that your back is loose, but also strong. If you try to like jerk this thing off, you're gonna wind up hurting yourself. It doesn't seem like a lot of weight, but 45 pounds when you're moving at different angles can really pack a punch. All right, y'all, we just finished legs and a boy is tired. We started off with a warm up. Now, if you don't want to do the calisthenics, you can do a 10 to 20 minute warm up, low impact with like an elliptical or an air bike or a row machine. From there, we did a dynamic stretch. We then did some warm up exercises to get our glutes, our quads, and our knees ready to go. From there, we went into our primary workout, and now we're gonna finish off these branched chain amino acids I've been drinking throughout the workout, and also finish off with a protein shake to help restore all the energy that I just lost. Now, back to the body shit. When I think about my body issues, as a kid, when people were coming at me with all those horrible things, even as a younger man, I was constantly comparing myself to other people. I think at the core, what it really was a lack of self-worth. I know I joked earlier about all the things that I've done and have going on. I'm just bullshitting. But it's crazy because sometimes when the world comes at you the way that they've come at me, you do have to kind of fortify yourself with those tidbits of awesome about you. And I think it's okay to have self-worth without being an arrogant piece of shit. And I think as I get older, what I've come to realize is that no matter what I look like, no matter how much I weigh, no matter how much my man titties might jiggle, at the end of the day, I'm awesome. You're awesome. And it's important for us to love ourselves wherever we're at, however we're at. Thank y'all so much for checking in this week. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends about Fat Boy Feels. Come back Thursday. We're gonna get in the kitchen and cook something absolutely amazing.